Hello everybody, Xiaozhong back again. Today, this one will talk about uh, SOS fleets. So, my setup is front and back in terms of skills. So I always dedicate about 33% of my entire force to the front line. So the first row, their job is to just hold off the enemy for as long as they can while my back row deals damage. Hopefully it's enough to overwhelm the enemy. Now, I'm always assuming my opponent is on equal footing with me, so we have the same around the same amount of stats. So this is how I usually distribute my armies. So for my level at this current phase, I have the T11 Axeman being my strongest. So I have this is my max fleet with the the blue, the Godfather, who increase your fleet size, and the purple one, I forget the name, but also increase your fleet size. So I dedicated 50,000 to the Titan infantry. Now a lot of times what we were used to is putting one in each the following. That's your throwaway unit. But I think 100 is better because sometimes the opposing unit could be like a very small amount or one, and they might not die if so your 100 will beat their one. So just allocate a little bit more men into the instead of one, you get 100. My range troops, my strongest range troop is my sniper, which I dedicate a large portion of my manpower to. So I put 140,000. The second thing I implement is I have my primary tank, which is my Titans infantry. I put my second strongest is my destroyers, the dozers. So I dedicate 1,000. It's not much, but it's a little bit more than the 100. So they will have a slightly longer staying power than, let's say, your 100 armor soldier or 100 tanks. And so also have a secondary range attacker because you want to do splash damage. This one does splash damage. I dedicated 6,500 soldiers into here to now everything is relative, depends on your fleet size. So you have to consider the percentage of units that's represented in the total fleet size. Now I like to use round numbers, and I just like to use like just clean numbers. I don't like to put like just really odd numbers into it. So that's just what I'm used to. So I put 6,500 into the splash damage. It would deal with if I'm dealing with T9 and below, they'll just obliterate them. Okay, 100, 100, 100, and this is where my odd number comes, because this is the last unit. You always drag it to the drag it to the max of your last unit, so you see how much units you have left over after allocating the number. So I have 643 instead of 100. Okay, doesn't matter, but I have a nice clean number up here. Also remember to include your zombies. They're very good distraction, and they can take a few hits. So I put max zombies. All right, let's test it out. So I'm raiding a mine right now. So boom, mine set up, opponent set up. See, the enemy has very little front line. Front line just folds. My front line pulls in, and they're unable to deal much damage against my back line at all. As I'm just rolling through, and boom, and that's that. So that's like a mine raid and also an SOS attack. So if I was attacking a city in an SOS slaughter attack, it will be the same. Obviously, that's without the the other buffs that increase the fleet size, but everything just increases proportionally to what I just did. Okay, well, thanks guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, uh, so my next generation of XOS, I had to add this one in because a lot of people are level 30. So I am going to use my main. My main unit is my. Let's put 5,500 dozers. I need to put 100 axemen, and then increase this to 2,000 hopefully. No, I don't have enough of that. Okay, so 1,500. Max out this. Okay. So you can see my main tank is the destroyer, which is at level 30, and supplementing the SOT is a 1,500 death tanks. Now my opponent is near equal level of me, so this should be a much tougher fight without my Titan infantry. Let's try it out. So as you can see, he mirrors me with 5,000 tanks. It's clearly that he does not have similar stats as me. So his tank melted, and yeah, I just kind of rolled right through. But yeah, so the point is that using my this is purely my way of doing things, just front and back. So a third of my army is dedicated to holding the line. Now you can see other people's SOS attacks. For example, from Core or the Core players or Vaughn. They're very heavy in the back. They're like the front is very light. Um, but the problem with that is, like if I'm able to get to your back without suffering like very much damage on my back, then there's a high chance I can win the battle. But anyways, so this is I changed the setup where it's I take the level 30 type of units into battle. All right, thanks.